Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast, where we talk about Eureka. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast, where we talk about Eureka. Today, we're talking about episode 10, the Purple Haze, and there's only one reason why I picked this episode, and you're going to find out in a minute. I am joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader's back.
I know why you picked this episode.
You're goddamn right you do.
It's a really good reason. Yeah, it's a really good reason.
Welcome, sir. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good?
I'm a little frazzed. I'm a little tired.
Your voice is doing some cool things, though.
Is it?
I dig it. Yeah, I think our audio listeners on Spotify or Apple iTunes are going to dig this episode.
I woke up with a little frog in the throat.
We both have that going on right now.
It's okay. We could
announce changing your voice to match his.
No, I'm not. Jude is also here.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent.
I live my life one matching panty set at a time.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this episode.
Okay.
You wear panties?
Oh my God. Jude's husband
just
Matt
balls it.
Matthew Kadish.
Don't talk about my balls.
Gross.
She goes commando. She goes full Taggart all the time. So
what's up?
Okay. Now this was not my favorite pick of yours for this round of Eureka, because I actually think the next episode, which is a Sarah-centric episode, was a better choice. I know why you picked this one. I just think it was a shallow reason.
So I have no qualms with that. You are 100% spot on. There's a very shallow reason.
I would have preferred to be talking about the
Sarah house.
The Sarah episode where everyone's trapped inside the bunker and
This is Brad.
yeah.
Was it still Fargo's voice that just deeper?
I don't think so.
No, it was
Brad
different.
was before Fargo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So like we said, episode 10 of Eureka, we're going to break this episode down as soon as we get back from a word from our sponsors. What's up, everybody? Hey, if you want to get access to our limited time Eureka t-shirt, go to saltynerdstore.com and check it out. It's over there, and it's only going to be there for a very short period of time. It has the Global Dynamics logo on it, and it says, "A little knowledge is a dangerous thing." Check it out. It's awesome. It's a great t-shirt. Matthew Kadish and I collaborated on the design. I hope you guys enjoy it. And check out one of our patrons who bought it and put it on their dog right here, which is amazing. We love it.
I do have a complaint about the t-shirt.
Oh, no.
It is not very boob friendly.
Oh, does it like...
Yeah, because Kadish was going to get me one, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, no, that'll look crazy.
Be all stretched out.
I know when I buy t-shirts, I have to check my boobage to make sure it doesn't stretch the logos out too much.
Well, our Buffy shirt is on its way out, so this is the last opportunity for people to get it before it goes away.
And that one is boob friendly, so check out the Buffy the Vampire t-shirt.
I've never thought about boob friendly.
Oh, it's a thing.
Logo shirts.
Yeah, because if you have something with words on it and you have a lot of boob, you can never read what's on the shirt.
But that doesn't stop people from trying.
All right, saltynerdstore.com. Grab the shirt. It's only going to be available for a short period of time, and then it's going to go away forever. So grab it while you still can. All right. Episode 10, Purple Haze. Matthew Kadish, take it away.
So the basics of this episode is that something happens to the residents of Eureka where they act like they would act if they were drunk. And so like they start acting very out of character, but like they never really kind of nail down what exactly is happening to people. They just say like, oh, their brain chemistry has been altered so that, if they're like a surly drunk, they're like really surly, or if they're like kind of loosey-goosey when they're drunk, they're loosey-goosey. And it's just kind of like, it was so vague. Like I would have preferred them to be a little bit more kind of forthcoming with what exactly the problem was.
Well, I got like the women got real loosey-goosey and the men got real surly. I didn't think it was like based on like what kind of a drunk you are.
I took it more like a pheromone thing. Like it messed with your pheromones to where
I can see that.
Your inhibitions, your self-control kind of just goes away and you just do what your gut wants to do. And
the id.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I like the reversal of a lot of the characters, especially Henry. Like Henry so far in the season and in the episodes that we've talked about has been super nice, very kind, very open with Carter. He helps him out. He figures problems out. And this episode, when everybody falls asleep and they wake up the next morning, and Carter goes and says hi to Henry, and Henry's like, "Are you so stupid that I have to explain everything to you?" And he just goes off on
Yeah.
it.
Whoa,
I'm just
asshole pill.
Whoa.
Yeah, very out of character for Henry.
Yeah, it was fun to see everybody just kind of like flip the script on their characters. So I had a
Also
good time
see
with it.
Henry constantly hitting the scotch this episode.
Oh yeah, he had a little flask.
He does love his
The scotch.
Very expensive scotch.
It's very expensive scotch.
I took this episode as a take on a Star Trek trope from, I think it was the Naked Now episode. Is that the one where they all
Is that the
get
one
horny and weird?
where
Tasha Yar.
Yeah,
Sulu takes his shirt off and starts sword fighting with people.
it's a Star Trek trope where
she
something.
bones Data?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Oh,
in
that
the
one
Next
too.
Generation. Same
Yeah,
thing.
I got the
thing.
same
Yeah.
vibe.
Same thing. And it just like, it's like, oh, okay, they're taking the Star Trek story and they're just kind of twisting it and making it a Eureka thing.
Sure.
Except they didn't do it very good.
You don't think so?
I didn't think they did it very well. I know why you picked this episode.
There's only one reason.
And there's only one reason. And it's like, it's like I remember I was watching this last night and my wife was watching it with me for some reason. She never watches these shows with me. She looks at me, she goes, "This is kind of dumb."
Yeah, it's not a good episode of your
It doesn't pass the story meter.
And then the scene came like, oh, okay. So no, I'm kind of with Matt. This is not a great episode, and it's a ripoff on a Star Trek trope, and but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me. It's just I thought the actors could have been a little more hammier. They could have played it up a little bit better. I thought, but that's probably more of a script thing. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a terrible episode. I had fun with it. It's like all these Eureka shows. They're kind of fun and throwaway television and just kind of a fun hour.
They're decompression shows.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So I didn't hate it. I just didn't think it was a great episode.
You were pretty compressed this week, so I thought you might enjoy it.
I've had a rough. Well, anytime you move like we've been doing, it's just been it's been a build up the last couple of weeks, and it's just been it was nice. It was fun.
Okay.
You're very whelmed.
So yeah, I've been whelmed.
So Jude, what did you think about this episode?
I had a lot of fun with it.
Good, me
I
too.
definitely agree with Vader that it gave me that same energy from that Star Trek episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was really fun. Carefree Jo is my favorite.
Oh, Jo was amazing in this episode.
She's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the best character throughout this entire episode. And it just because she's just so fun to watch.
She turns into like a valley girl like it was so weird.
Yeah.
Let's go dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "Are you drunk?" And she's like, "No, but let's
go get drunk."
And I was like, I could hang with Jo.
Yeah. This
We'll
episode.
go shoot some guns and we'll get drunk and we'll dance.
Yep.
No, the best part about this episode was Taggart.
Oh, naked
Oh,
Taggart.
natural.
Naked Taggart.
You know what? But that's not such a far cry from regular Taggart.
Which
He's
was
such a
part of
weirdo.
it was part of
Yeah.
the joke though, because Carter's like, I can't tell if you're affected or not.
he's out in the woods completely naked. And he's like, "Are you okay? I can't tell."
What is?
Yeah, I mean,
okay?
of course, I thought it was kind of funny how he just figured it out on his own.
Well, he had to.
Oh, this is what's going on.
Well, he got it wrong
the
first.
first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I guess the house kind of solved the
I
puzzle,
thought
right?
when he so the first thing that he's tried, Henry's building this like 5G tower for cell phones, which was kind of funny.
20 years later.
And Carter thought that for some reason the signal from the tower was affecting people, so he went out of his way and he had Taggart destroy the tower, and it didn't work. And he was like, he went to Henry. He's like, "Henry, I went and I destroyed your brand new tower that you just built." And he's like, "Good for you."
He's like, the tower wasn't operational, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because like he normally goes to Henry to figure out, what the problem is, and Henry helps him like kind of work through it. And this episode, Henry was just like not having any of it, didn't help him out at all. And so Carter's just kind of bumbling around. He's like, I don't really know what the issue here is.
But he gets the help to figure it out by his daughter Zoe. There's a little bit of family bonding happens in this episode.
Because Zoe's better than him as far as what kind of a human.
Are you still mad at Carter?
He's the worst father. The only reason that anything good between them happens is always because of Zoe. It's never because of him.
Damn.
Wow.
She's a better person than him.
Dang.
There was also a lot of love triangle stuff going on this episode between Stark, Allison, and Carter.
Yeah.
Where Stark basically just lays out like, yeah, Carter's got the hots for you, and I have to watch him flirt with you in front of me all the time. It's very annoying. And Allison's like, oh, Carter's into me? It was kind of an interesting development episode.
Stop it. Tell me more.
And there's that scene where she's like with Beverly, and Beverly's like, oh, your rich and talented and handsome husband runs Global Dynamics, but then you have the also handsome, like bumbling town sheriff who's also into you. Oh, my life is so hard.
Yeah, your life must be so difficult, Allison Blake. Like, oh. I did like that the therapist just like went off on everybody. Like,
He's telling everybody's secrets.
I don't give a shit about your problems anymore. You people are freaking soft.
The part where Vincent loses it, like, because Vincent never loses it.
Vincent's amazing. When every time, like, it's a scene where they're in Cafe Diem, and every time he goes and picks up an order, he's staring like through the camera at whoever the cook is, which we don't see. But he's just like. He takes the plate.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, dude.
And like if anyone who complains about anything, he just like throws it at them.
Here's your chicken fried caribou.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the return of the Baker brothers, and Vincent basically just smashes a plate over one of their heads.
Like, this is well done. You know I like my steak bloody. You want it bloody? Bah! It was great. A lot of fun, man.
Are we in the club members only
Not
section
yet. Not yet. We're going to get there, though. So club members. So I'm sorry. For people who don't know, we do these episodes for our club members. If you want to get the entire episode where we break it down scene by scene, and we talk about our favorite moments, our least favorite moments, and my favorite moment of this episode, head over to saltynerdclub.com, join the club membership, and you can get access to 4 exclusive podcasts every single month that have to do with the classic sci-fi. I got called out the other day. Somebody said that this show is not old enough to be considered a classic.
It's 20 years old.
I disagree.
It's close. Close enough.
It's close enough. But what I mean
Sounds
by
like it's something an old would say.
when I say classic, I don't mean it has to be over 25 years old. I'm saying it's classic as in it was back in the day when sci-fi was actually good.
People need to
Also,
remember.
the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
And people need to
Pipe down.
remember. People need to remember that Alex is 14. So,
I'm pretty handsome.
classic is relative, I guess.
Yeah. It was classic for me. I was still in high school when this freaking show came out, bro.
There you go.
Do people consider the Battlestar Galactica remake classic?
Probably not.
The remake?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
because it came out around the same time as yours.
I think if a classic car has to be 25 years old, right?
Yeah.
To get the special plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shit, my car's almost there. I got a Honda Civic.
so this is just older sci-fi from
Better sci-fi.
the before now.
It's whatever we want it to be, so
Yes.
pipe down.
Yes.
All right.
The before times.
So, if you want to join the club, it's only $5 a month to get access to a ton of really cool content. Head over there to saltynerdclub.com. Vader, where can they find you on the socials?
The before times, before the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yes. Stay tuned for our next movie. Where can you find me? You can find me at Matt Vader 74.
Did you forget?
I did for a second. On the things on the social medias,
Right on.
Twitter, YouTube,
And Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings right here, talking about really bad Star Trek shows.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah, speaking of not classic sci-fi,
shows we'll probably never ever talk about again.
Ugh.
But we got to talk about them.
I don't even watch your shows about the shows because
Uh-huh.
I don't want anything to do with that stuff.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I get
So I'm
it.
blocking it out. Jude, where can they find you?
That's a hell of a selling point. I'm on the show and I don't even watch it.
You guys are covering Star Trek Discovery?
Not really.
Get demonetized immediately. Jude, where can they find you at?
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram and on TikTok.
All right. Matthew Kadish, where can they find you?
they can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish, on Twitter, and kadishbooks.com takes you to my Amazon page. And also, like, if you go and check out the members area, so we got a lot of really great stuff on there. We've covered the Apple TV show Foundation. We've covered Doctor Who, the David Tennant era. We've also covered Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Next month, we're going to be focusing on Stargate Atlantis, and we might have some special guests stopping by to kind of talk about that show as well. And it's going to be really cool because all the members' content, it's commercial free. It's accessible in both video and audio format. So like if you want to listen to it as a podcast, it's up there.
Do you want to know what I picked for my month?
No, not really. Because I'm going to change it.
The fuck you are.
Yeah. What did you pick, Vader?
I've settled on Firefly.
Nice.
Yay!
So when is that? June? Or May? May.
Yeah, that's for May.
Nice.
So we got a lot of great backlog or back catalog of content in the members area. And in fact, we get complaints that there's too much content for people to keep up with because we're putting up outtakes and special episodes and all types of fun stuff, trivia. You know, Jude does trivia every month based off of the show that we watch. So it's worth the $5.
Our next trivia event is April 6th.
Nice. April 6th. Okay, I'll get you those questions for Eureka by then.
Okay.
All right, guys. On Monday nights, when this video drops, go over to saltinerdiscord.com. We are going to be watching our first episode of Stargate Atlantis, which is going to be, do you know which episode, the first one?
Yeah, so it's going to be a 2-episode back-to-back thing because it was a 2-parter when it aired. And it's basically the pilot episode. Okay. And so it's the first episode of season 1 and the second episode of season 1, which is actually just this
continuation.
Right on. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. So Monday night tonight at around 10-ish, 10:15 Pacific time. Thank you. On saltinerdiscord.com, we're going to be doing a live watch party of Stargate Atlantis. So if you're into that and you want to come check it out, head over to the Discord app and join the server. We would love to have you there. It's a fantastic community. Shout out to all those guys in the Discord. They're fantastic. I love checking our Discord app. We have tons and tons of fun conversations going on about all various different topics. So head over there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to join the club, saltinerdclub.com. Club members, let's go. Let's talk about this show. See you later.